This week in Jamaica Now, grief as Fame FM's DJ Venom and a UTech student are killed in a motorcycle crash. How a dengue patient at the Cornwall Regional Hospital ended up dead under a bridge in Montego Bay. Family left puzzled after a new mother dies due to blood poisoning. Why more than 50 men were walking in heels at the UWI. Retired cricketer Darren Powell ditches the PNP for the JLP. And how a Dengue High School science teacher has been using music to impart lessons to her students. I'm Damian Mitchell, and this is Jamaica Now. It's been a rough week for the families of Fame FM disc jock DJ Venom and University of Technology Jamaica student Abigail Rowe. The DJ and the student were killed in a motorcycle crash on Monday night along the Spanish Town Road bypass in St. Catherine. It is reported that Abigail was crossing the road when she was struck by the motorcycle being driven by DJ Venom. They both died on the spot. There has been an outpouring of condolences for both families. In St. Catherine, Rowe's family was struggling to come to terms with the death of the architectural student they described as their star. A major probe is now underway to determine how a St. James man admitted to the Cornwall Regional Hospital with dengue fever ended up dead underneath the North Gully Bridge in Montego Bay, St. James. Relatives of the patient, identified as 50-year-old Raymond Deans, are demanding answers. Deans was admitted to the Cornwall Regional Hospital on Saturday. That's a day after he complained about feeling unwell. But on Sunday morning, when his relatives were preparing to visit him at the hospital, they received a call that he had been found dead under the North Gully Bridge. In the meantime, the director of the Western Regional Health Authority, Errol Green, says from preliminary investigations, the patient left the hospital without being discharged. In Kingston, a family is raising alarm after a mother died from what's being called blood poisoning. Relatives say an autopsy conducted by a private doctor revealed that 37-year-old Dahima Wilson died because parts of the placenta, commonly called afterbirth, were left in her body. The Victoria Jubilee Hospital, which delivered the baby, could not comment on the matter, as CEO Kathleen Cooper Brown said she was not aware. However, Dr. Gerald Smith, who performed the autopsy, said the placenta sometimes comes out in pieces, and Jamaica is not at a place where new mothers undergo an ultrasound to ensure that no product of conception is left inside. The Health and Wellness Minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton, is warning that there will be strong action against people assaulting vector control workers. The government has been ramping up its vector control program as dengue fever cases soar. But there have been 21 violent attacks in 4 parishes this year against vector control workers. There were 15 incidents in St. Catherine, 4 in Kingston and St. Andrew, and 1 in St. Mary, and 1 in Westmoreland. Since the start of the year, there have been 11,290 suspected dengue cases and 46 confirmed or suspected deaths. More than 50 men on Thursday walked a mile in women's shoes at the University of the West Indies, Mona, to raise awareness about gender-based violence, rape, and sexual assault. Staged for the first time in Jamaica, the event was held on the Ring Road at the university. Owen Blacker Ellis, a comedian and lecturer at the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts, was among the men participating in the walk.
It's a walk to symbolically declare that we as men have women's backs. We support them, and we intend to walk with them in their effort to end sexual abuse, harassment, and violence against women.
West Indies pace bowler turned politician Darren Powell has switched allegiance from the opposition People's National Party PNP to the governing Jamaica Labour Party JLP. Powell has been tight-lipped since a photo emerged of him smiling while clad in a JLP shirt at Sunday's JLP annual conference at the National Arena, making the party's V sign in the company of South East St. Elizabeth MP Franklin Witter and JLP chairman Robert Montague. And speaking at the conference, Prime Minister Andrew Holness urged Labourites to begin preparation for a general election.
It's not too long to come, but we're not here yet. But what I will say to you today, you ready?
Earlier, the Prime Minister announced that China will be assisting in constructing 3 STEM schools in Jamaica and that the Jamaican government will make another 3 schools in 6 years.
These schools will not be operated under the old Education Act. These schools will be created under a different framework called schools. We call these schools centers of excellence. They will be operated as academies. they will have to adhere both in their instruction and management and in how they operate as a school. They will have to adhere to their highest standards of excellence.
St. Catherine welder Tesha Miller will know his fate next week in relation to the 2008 murder of Jamaica Urban Transit Company Chairman Douglas Chambers. Miller, who is accused of ordering the murder, is on trial for accessory before and after the fact. Last week, trial judge Georgiana Fraser ordered that Miller had a case to answer. In an unsworn statement from the dock, Miller denied all allegations. On Monday, Justice Fraser will begin her summation of the evidence presented in the trial. Afterwards, the jury comprising 6 women and a man will deliver the verdict. And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@leanerjm.com. You may tune in to Power 106 FM for regular updates. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Jamaica Leaner and on Facebook at Leaner Jamaica. I'm Damian Mitchell, and before we go, how a Denby High School science teacher, L.V. Salter, has been using music to impart lessons to her students.